God damn it, man. Distort. Need it now. So many items for different classes and subclasses, but I can't find for me. I never played with that weapon, by the way. I want to see how it is.
I'm afraid I'm fresh out of Hammer's second cigars. But I have a new Aldari contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
Let me test it out.
Loading. Tell me more about these Eldar invaders.
They've arrived with a fairly substantial force, I'm afraid. Their Farseer will resort to his favorite tactics and use wraith constructs to get to the data vault.
You sound like you know him very well.
Actually, we go way back. And in case you wondered, yes, his heartwarming visit is related to that unique person on your ship.
That is all classified. You should have informed me about the Farseer's information.
Have you ever tried making conversation with a Farseer? It's like interpreting a fever dream. I didn't even realize what his words meant at the time.
Reloading.
I don't like a single pick. I don't like this TP. I don't like this missile launcher. And I can't find better. Not bad a weapon, not bad at all. Maybe a bit slow. But not bad. Like a Terminator now.
We are in time. Turrets are still operational.
That's a relief. Considering my history with the Conclave, I wouldn't want to have to explain the destruction of the data vault to them.
I'm still baffled as to why the Eldar dedicated such efforts to invading this place.
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craft world. You must not forget that the Aldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You are demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy.
about you, but I could do with a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant for an agent of the Holy Orders.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Stormskipper. And certain things will rub off.
What exactly? Navigational skills. Haggling.
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find a great inn in any void port.
Inquisitor, I wish to report for duty. We must defend the sacred archives from the Xenos scum.
Your primary objective hasn't changed, Sergeant. You must protect the Alpha Pariah.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here. But I will obey.
It's a fucking comedy, man. He doesn't give up. He wants the Yoiki medal and that's it. Since I started the game. He's like, I'm ready. Not yet.
So this is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also
Says
be...
it's 100 frames. It feels like it's 50.
I'd rather put it differently. They have been definitely
That is not 100 frames.
It's possible.
No
She
fucking
could be
way.
the most potent tool for cleansing their infested craft.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Inquisitor Mercer, fate has brought us together again.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
This is the path we must walk, and it ends here for one of us.
Imagine for whom it ends in less than 3 seconds.
Before I become part of the Infinity Circuit, you must know something.
You could begin with the truth.
We never wanted to harm that unique individual. We only wanted to take her to our craft world.
You wanted to cleanse your dying world?
That is our only purpose.
And why did you need these Imperial archives?
I have no interest in your petty secrets, but I saw that you would come. You, the key to the Anathema Ultima. The Harlequin warned us not to take this path, but we didn't have any choice.
What can you tell me about the Harlequin?
She cannot be trusted. She has her own agenda. She walks the seventh path. Her fate is linked to the Whispering One.
that's it.
I have answered your plea and launched a rescue operation to save you. You still owe me some answers about the Alpha Pariah.
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't answer your questions. Wait! Don't do anything impulsive. I know someone who can help you.
And who would that be?
A Harlequin. You'll be pleased to hear that you have already met her.
You are playing a dangerous game here, Inquisitor.
This is not a game, and we both know the Harlequins hold the key to many secrets. I'm talking about the fabled Black Library, of course. The source of all ancient and forbidden knowledge.
The existence of the library is known only to a few Eldar, and even fewer are allowed to enter.
The Harlequins are the exception. See? It was worth hearing me out.
I don't like the way you've set me up, Inquisitor, but I need answers. Do you happen to know where I can find this Harlequin?
As a matter of fact, I do. On the planet Loriarch.
The exterminated maiden world of Craftworld Tuathal?
One of the few truly charming corners of the subsector.
I can only imagine. That is my next destination, then.
Can you give me a missile launcher armor? Holy shit, stop it. Tyranids. Prophecy. You barely get any XP. I need to play like 5-10 missions for a level.
Careful down there, Inquisitor. The world is crawling with Tyranids.
My main concern is not those Zeniths, but another one in particular. Are you certain that the Harlequin will be here?
I am as much as one can be certain about Harlequins. But I know her, and I'm confident you'll meet her.
It is surprisingly quiet at the moment.
The Tyranids are hibernating, but trust me, your arrival will stir them up mightily.
Precise and surgical strike is what I need now. Send me the coordinates of the Harlequin.
There are 3 webway gates in the area. The Harlequin could be near any of them.
I'm still perplexed by the ferociousness of the Tyranids without their hive fleet. Inquisitor Mercer, do you have any idea what the Harlequin is trying to achieve on an infested planet?
First of all, it used to be their world. I'd say the Eldar regard it as their world still. Harlequins are attracted to the sites of great tragedies.
What is so unique about this planet?
This used to be an Eldari maiden world, at a hub in the webway. Numerous gates are still intact.
So, dance between the webway and cryospace. Perfect hideout for a Harlequin. I rarely say this, Inquisitor Mercer, but considering the fate of this world, I'm beginning to understand why you treat the Eldari as potential allies.
We fear the alien, and for a very good reason. But sometimes, you need to recognize that some of them are waging the same hopeless war for existence in a hostile galaxy that we are.
Inquisitor, I have troubling news. Judging by the Argo reconnaissance, the entire area is showing Tyranid activity on immense scale.
That might be problematic. It sounds like I have to face a Xenos army.
May I make a proposal? Why don't we recruit Noble Caradoc, the pilot of the Crimson Wanderer, again?
It is a sound idea, Captain, but he could be anywhere in the sector.
Bring fire, unclean.
Now I'm beginning to see why the threat of the isolated Tyranid diaspores led the Adeptus Mechanicus to order Exterminatus.
Yes, that was the sad fate of this maiden world.
The current situation proves, though, that even an Exterminatus might not be enough.
What is more disturbing is that this proves that this particular hive mind acted like a highly intelligent being and used cold logic.
We must talk, Harlequin. Seriously this time. I have fought my way here.
No, human. You have barely started fighting. The true battle only begins now.
My tolerance for your riddles has not increased greatly since last time.
Still, you are exactly where you need to be. Not far from here, upon the plains of despair, where the towers no longer sing laments, lies the ruin of the Shrine of the Prophecy.
I've warned you about talking in riddles, haven't I?
Your kind call it the Visceran Prophecy. That is where the corrupted wanderer, the one you call Uther Tiberius, followed the same visionary words.
Tell me about the shrine.
Why? You would not understand it. The shrine holds great power, which is why the Devourers are drawn to it. I will lead you there once the path is clear.
And if I refuse to play my part in your wicked theatrics?
Then the Nexus will open, and its purple gaze will fall upon your falling empire, Inquisitor.
You sound just as insane as I thought. However, I have an idea about that swarm.
I will join you in the endless dance of death after you have walked through fire and flames.
I won't complete the maps anymore, I just wanna pass through the prophecy.
I have good news. The Freeblade Knight is awaiting deployment against the Tyranids, and Sir Ambrose Caradoc is currently reciting the prayers of sacred recalibration in the hangar.
That zone is the epicenter of the infestation. He needs to be prepared.
Another heroic quest to cull the enemies of mankind. Glory to the Emperor!
Jesus
I admire
Christ,
your
no.
sense of dedication, but focus on your mission. The threat you are about to face is immense. What else would a solitary knight seek, if not a relentless battle? And a victory against all the odds! The zone of your current engagement is swarming with Tyranids. I must also warn you about the venomous clouds obstructing large areas. Trust me and the Crimson Wanderer, my brother in battle. I am not your battle brother, sir, but I wish you a good fight. You must clear the entire area so the Inquisitor can proceed to the target location.
Where's the Tyranids?
I must warn you, Knight, that the vaporous discharge you have entered is of an extremely corrosive nature.
A mere whiff of foul xenos stench cannot harm my glorious war machine.
Quite the contrary. The acidic fog can significantly damage the plating of your Knight.
Blast! Full speed ahead!
Full speed again, we're barely moving.
By the Emperor, will this unholy tide ever subside? The Wanderer is wading knee-deep in their corpses, and still they fight. I feel your frustration, Pilot. I have fought the Tyranids only once. Rest assured, of all the filth in the galaxy, I hated those abominations most fiercely.
No. What idiot made this mech? Enough.
The Scryer Skulls are reporting new activity. The massacre has drawn out the Synapse creature as expected.
My experience in Xenos matters is limited to fighting them, Inquisitor. Is this development good or bad?
It is quite subjective, I'm afraid. You will be facing a truly monstrous creature. However, it also possesses a psychic power that unites the Tyranids of his swarm. So killing it makes them lose control.
But that is great news! The more dangerous the opponent, the more glorious the victory! Abomination! Inquisitor, the swarm is no more. The Crimson Wanderer has fulfilled its sacred duty. The area has been cleared. The machine spirit of my knight will need some soothing psalms after all this taint.
What a fucking joke of a map. Don't even know why they implemented this in a campaign. Absolutely hilarious. I haven't seen a single orc.
Inquisitor, may I remind you that you have only gained temporary respite by eliminating the Synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized, but soon another organism will replace the original Synapse creature.
I have no time to lose then. I must locate that Aldare shrine immediately. Eldari memory crystal, which has survived in Exterminatus. I wonder what it could contain.
Architectural components of the nearby ruins are consistent with our records on spiritual Aldari structures.
I'm convinced that it has become the lair of something much more materialistic.
The last act in this grand tragedy will soon unfold, human. Are you willing to take the stage?
I must warn you that to manipulate an Inquisitor is not the bright...
Bioscanners indicate the approach of psi-active organisms, probably inbound from the adjacent zone.
So it has been just a lull. I'd better get ready for them then.
I always believe that the ends justify the means, therefore I will not blame you for manipulating me. I have no more time for games, I want the truth.
Are you willing to cooperate?
On one condition.
What would that be?
You really, really need to survive your next battle.
Melting.
I've promised you answers, human. So, you will have your answers.
Did you lead me here on purpose?
I might have manipulated you to help me take the spirit stone from this scorched pit of despair our planet has become. Yes.
Did you lie about everything? The prophecy? The Alpha Pariah?
I cannot lie. My role forbids it. Your Inquisitor brother knows that. That's why you were sent here. Clever, clever Mercer. I weave my words too carefully for lies.
Enough of this. Do you know the answer to my question or not?
There is a place deep within the maze that spreads between the real space and the warp. And in the heart of that living, twisting labyrinth lies the Black Library.
You are stalling again. I'm losing patience with you, Eldar.
The library is a repository of forbidden knowledge, a vast collection of books still unwritten or lost forever. And I stole the prophecy from its darkest vaults.
You had it the entire time?
I told you I didn't lie. Take the prophecy. It is yours.
I swear that's the last time I deal with the Eldari.
The Visceram prophecy. Prophecy hints at Alpha Pariah to play a significant role in the future. Mechanism.
What do you make of this ancient prophecy, Magos?
The tech priest considers it pure Xenox nonsense. My opinion is more nuanced, but I can't see any practical use for it either.
You are being too harsh. The prophecy alludes to certain facts that we know are valid.
You are willing, then, to accept the existence of a million-year-old artifact, created by a race long extinct that somehow had knowledge of the birth of beings like her.
Uther's research was based on ancient Fabricatus technology. The existence of the Alpha Pariah could easily be the result of this prophecy. In that case, the Pariah needs the artifact to control her powers and fulfill her true potential. Otherwise, she presents grave danger to everyone.
Do you have a destination for me?
I have faced some daunting tasks, but finding an unknown artifact created by a long-extinct race sounds impossible. The tech priest has scoured the available inquisitorial archive of classified data troves. Nothing.
Luckily, we have an acquaintance who knows his way around the system.
Are you referring to Nathaniel Grexus, the resourceful rogue trader captain with a shady past?
In his youth, Grexus made a fortune as a trader in Xenos relics. He has abandoned that particular career since then, but he must have kept his contacts.
I suppose you might have an idea as to his whereabouts.
We have exchanged messages recently. He was on his way to the mining world Arcadus.
Then we will follow him. He will surely be glad to see us.
Throwing garbage at me. Find the rogue trader Nathaniel Grexus. Not even imagining how big Prophecy DLC is. This DLC is fucking huge.
The tech priest has sent out several scryer skulls. We have a hit on Grexus.
And what is our old friend doing here exactly?
May I hazard a guess? Old Nathaniel Grexus must be quite busy with one of his suspicious deals.
This area is a hideout for rebellious deserters. Whatever he is doing here, I will most certainly not approve.
Are you willing to face an army of rebels?
They will have a chance to show penitence. They had a chance to show penitence. Now they have left me no choice.
We have the picked feed from the scryer skulls.
You have betrayed me, you filthy rat!
First, call me a rat again and I will break your jaw. Secondly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? An Imperial agent has landed in the zone. Tell me it was not you.
Don't you dare pin this on me, you scoundrel.
Snitches like you deserve death. But we can use you as a hostage. Lads, watch this filth while I deal with this mess.
Careful, Inquisitor. They have fortified their camp with advanced defense systems.
as simple deserters. The contacts of Captain Grexus seem to dabble in promethium smuggling as well. These rebels have a shadowy benefactor with the moniker the Savant. That could be an important lead.
Obey or die!
These rebels keep dealing in all sorts of dubious activities.
The increasing warp surges tore this sector apart for a very long time, fragmenting the largest Astra Militarum regiment into separated entities. Those who were weak of faith have fallen into the abyss of foul treachery.
Inquisitor! What a sight for sore eyes.
Not a remark that I hear often, I must admit.
I bet. But you have saved my precious hide again. Praise the Emperor.
I had some pressing reasons to seek you out, Grexus.
I sense a recurring pattern here, Inquisitor. I'm always glad to help the Imperium. So tell me, Inquisitor, how can I assist the Imperium today?
I hear that you are an expert on Xenos relics.
Oh, well, I've only dabbled in the fine arts, unless you want to transport them unnoticed by Imperial authorities. Then I am definitely your man.
Let us pretend I didn't hear that. I am trying to locate a unique Xenos artifact.
In that case, I might know of someone who could be of help. They call him the Savant.
The shadowy figure behind your criminal friends.
Who said anything about friends? I was led to believe that they conduct legitimate business. Or misled, rather. That Savant, on the other hand, is far from a law-abiding citizen. He, or she, is running an operation dealing in black market Xenos art in the subsector.
And where could I find this Savant?
I have no idea. But I can lead you to the base of those despicable gentlemen you have just obliterated. Righteously, of course. They are business partners now.
I hope that your assumption is correct, and I will find information about the Savant's whereabouts there.
been like 15 missions now without a level. Oh, the best fester. Speed up as much as I can. If you want a level, you need to play Crusade. You need to play endgame content. This is where it stops.
And now comes the hard part. You will need to make these unworthy Imperial subjects reveal the location of...
Be careful, Inquisitor. The Argus shows several patrols moving around in the target area. Watch out, Inquisitor. Those towers will alert the nearby troops.
No, where was it?
Keep your distance from those barrels. One careless shot, and the whole area will go up in flames.
I can't silence the alarm or face some serious resistance. Not that I'm complaining. Teleport beacon in range. I would rather have my tech priest dealing with this.
Project Tainted data is fragmented. Crypto litanies are remarkably well versed for those unskilled in the tech mysteries.
Can you decipher it?
A larger sample would exponentially lower the estimated time cost of the procedure.
So much for a surgical strike. I will clear the areas and access the other cogitators.
Fucking bloody hell just happened outside. Neighbors, from the weather, the rooftops are falling apart. Yeah, I do. I'm playing this to get Warhammer, to get to know Warhammer better.
that you...
Data serfs recently finished combing through the material. Warning, 99.9% speculation.
Give me a summary.
The Fabricators were a Xenos race, confined to the Caligari Sector. Extinct for several millions of standard years. Hypothesis, based on Fabricators' archaeofragments. These Xenos tried to adapt Necron technology, with no significant result.
Teleport beacon in range. Loading. Hear the fleet. Stop this Emperor forsaken noise.
Be prepared for anything, Inquisitor. The Savant has a fearsome reputation in my circles.
Hopefully the agents of the Orders have a similar reputation in your circles. Teleport beacon in range.
One level up again. Can't believe. Should only play Crusade just to finish with the prophecy. I doubt other DLCs are worth it. They just don't leave XP. There is no point in playing because there is no progression.
Did you verify the coordinates we had for that mysterious savant?
I did, Inquisitor. It is on Dvorgov, a quarantine world still infested by tyrannids which could spell trouble. Speaking of trouble, there is also an astropathic transmission for you from an Inquisitor of the Ordo Malleus.
I'm Inquisitor Corax, a demon hunter of the Ordo Malleus, and I require your immediate attention. We need your assistance in a most important matter. Find me in my stronghold in the Ventus system. Corax out.
Change of plans, Inquisitor?
No. If you ask me, the demon hunters are a secretive branch of the Inquisition, with an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Corax can wait. I must find the savant first. Tech Priest, I need some ideas. How can I find a secret hideout in a desolate void vault?
The decree of tech preservation guarantees the long-term maintenance of our sacred data vaults, even on worlds deemed temporarily uninhabitable.
If I understand you correctly, the cogitator network must be functional and provide food from the area.
The assumption is correct.
That's a big map.
light upon this sunset.
Considering the adaptability of this race, the phenomenon is completely explicable.
I'm much more interested in why anyone would choose a Tyranid-infested city as a hideout.
Consider the Xenos presence as a defensive system.
A lot of bugs in this area.
I would rather have my pet freaks dealing with this. This wreckage bears the sigils of the Adeptus Mechanicus. What happened here? This is interesting. This retinue was working for a techno-archaeologist. It could be the savant we seek.
I presume the contingent was trying to eradicate the local Tyranid threat.
Quite the contrary. We're trying to gain control of the Xenos population.
I keep an open mind, but even I find that idea hard to swallow. On another note, the data slate contains location tags for their home base.
Where is it?
We have no information as yet. The tech priest is working on it.
This machine does.
Reaching the data vault has failed. You need to power up the auxiliary mainframe.
Send me the coordinates to that mainframe.
What? How?
priority is still to access the auxiliary mainframe, Inquisitor.
I am working on it, Tech Priest. In case you hadn't noticed, I've run into some resistance.
The altercation has definitely been noticed and recorded for potential post-mortem evaluation.
For the Emperor!
See that Vox station? There's an incoming transmission.
An attempt to communicate. Good. My target must be getting nervous.
You have entered Research Zone 17. Trespassing is strictly prohibited. You must leave immediately.
You must be the Savant. I am an agent of the Holy Orders, and I have questions for you.
I only answer to the Machine Guard, Inquisitor. The work I'm doing here is of paramount importance. We must be prepared for the return of the High Fleet.
This is treachery, and you will pay for your insolence.
I don't think so. But I hope you don't mind participating in a little experiment first.
Can't believe this map, man.
Careful, Inquisitor. The void port defense systems have been activated.
That treacherous Savant has control over the entire system. He's trying to stop me.
At least you don't need any more proof that you are on the right track.
Diago Hero.
Kill the heretic. I would rather have my Tech Priest dealing with this.
Ooh, I finally leveled up after 2 freaking hours of playing. Bloody hell, man.
What are you doing here, Tech Priest?
Displaying necessary initiative. Accessing the mainframe requires knowledge of Tier 4 administrative charts. Defend the area while the process is being completed.
I appreciate your resourcefulness, but next time you must ask my permission first.
For your information, Inquisitor, I will record your combat for further analysis. First, I found your intrusion bothersome, but I realize that your presence here grants me the opportunity to study the combat patterns of the Tyranids more thoroughly. You are doing the work of the Omnissiah.
will be easy with turrets. That I don't cap.
A new wave of Tyranids is approaching. Stay alert, Inquisitor.
About turrets.
I have spent decades working on my synaptic pseudo generator unit, but it was a failure. I set out to build a device that could control the turrets, and it was deemed impossible. But I can't give up on my vision yet.
Indicate another wave of Tyranids, Inquisitor.
The persistence of my misguided brother there is getting frustrating, Inquisitor. Just like your unwelcome visit. I know you want to judge me, but I seek to save the Imperium. These organisms pose a huge threat, but if we could find a way to control them one day, just think about the potential.
Scans show no more incoming hostiles. Also, data analysis complete. Void port structural records have been processed. The location of the underground facility is available.
Excellent. It is time to pay a visit to that treacherous madman and discuss these experiments.
Never seen a bigger map. And such a low amount of XP. Unreal, breaking items suck. Unreal. Yeah, I haven't played the Crusade, okay, yesterday. That thing in a void. I would never grab these relics, these items. I would play with purples, greens. This is the only way, as far as I can tell. And there is this also. These missions. And there's the special missions here. And that's the end game. From what I've seen, that's the end game. Where were they? This, Intel. Trigger Intel and you trigger those missions. High risk and high reward missions. Those, this guy, and the Void Crusade. Playing campaign only for the story. Because it's garbage. Ordo mission with Ordos. That's new. Special rewards and vendors. You get a mission briefing from a different Inquisition orders, and you get bonuses. Reputation recruit, there's a store. Now they offer. Items here also to buy. Blueprints. You can buy fragments for a coin. Ancient mechanism. And the less orders. So the more missions you do with them, they're gonna sell better and better gear. You just click on a mission, you can apply Uther Tarot cards. And that's it. And you earn reputation. Damage against Xenos. Basically, you wanna play endgame, you need to do them all. Damage against Rebel. Damage against Chaos. So you need to do all Ordo. Now they added that shit too. There's the Crusade, there's Ordos, there's this guy, and there's Intel from inventory for the endgame. For now. Then of course the main quests. Bunch of main quests. Never seen more main quests in my life. The Savant, capture and interrogate the Savant.
I must reach the inner sanctum of this facility.
Considering the nature of the Savant's experiments, I would be very grateful for some picked grabs if you find some of his devices.
I don't think this will be a peaceful stroll into his sanctum. I thought the Savant employed these treacherous rebels only for smuggling, but he has an entire cohort of them as a private army. That is interesting. This Savant sent an expedition to a former Fabricatus world and encountered the Eldari from the Draft World Touathal.
Inquisitor! Spare our lives! We surrender! We've been tricked!
I am aware that you have been led astray by an indoctrinated tech priest of the Imperium.
You still gain my forgiveness, if you're willing to sacrifice your lives to help me stop your treacherous master.
Now you have your chance to prove your true loyalty.
We will not fail the Imperium again, Inquisitor.
Reloading.
Killing them, now I know it ain't worth it, so I don't wanna waste time anymore on enemies, gonna rush through everyone. As much as I can.
I have faced numerous threats. I didn't expect to fight Adeptus Mechanicus or Battle Automata.
There you
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. We need to initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god.
I understand you, Inquisitor. The thirst for knowledge is what is driving you into danger. You of all people can't blame me for craving knowledge. The long and arduous study of Xenos relics gave me extremely valuable notions about a machine that could turn the Xenos into useful weapons for the Imperium. I have failed to construct a functioning prototype, but I could be so close.
Shit, I one-shotted him. Huge crit.
You might find it difficult to believe me, Inquisitor, but I truly don't want to kill you. But now you leave me no choice.
Are you shitting me? You tyranids.
Inquisitor, you are unstoppable. Look, I didn't want to resort to pleading, but I've only been following orders from the upper echelons of Forge World Fuel.
That door is locked, but your inquisitorial override codes will grant you access.
I would rather have my tech priest dealing with this.
Inquisitor, you have victoriously overcome all the obstacles I placed in your way. I am humbled, but also amused.
I didn't come here to judge you for your sins, but you have left me no choice.
I have been following the orders of my Fabricator General. This is a secret research sanctum preparing for the return of the High Fleet. It was all classified.
Or that is what you want me to believe.
Is there any way I can convince you that I am a loyal Imperial subject?
We will see. I seek an ancient Xenos relic, once crafted by the extinct Fabricatus race.
That is a relief, because I can help you with that. The Xenotech relics of the Fabricators has been an obsession of mine for a long time.
And financing your heretical experiments by smuggling Xenos relics was just a coincidence.
Pursuing my work requires resources.
I need a particular artifact from their long-lost homeworld, but I don't know where it is.
I have that information, which I obtained in unfortunate circumstances. I sent an expedition there once, but they encountered the Aldari and quickly met their demise.
And what happened after that?
Why do you think I'm hiding in the middle of a tyrannid-infested planet? The Eldar may look like fools, but they are dangerous.
committed tech heresy and threatened the life of an Inquisitor. His punishment should be death, but he was following the orders of the Fabricator General. I will spare his life this time.
You have been given a second chance. Don't waste it.
You will not regret this choice.
I have the information I've been looking for. I'll return to the ship now.
It's bugged out. I think it bugged out. Fuck. You know, are these neighbors doing, man? Chainsaw Massacre outside. Been playing 4 hours without a pause. 3 minutes pause, be right back. Let me see. When will I fucking finish with this chainsaw? You don't know how freaking loud that sounds. If this microphone collects, that means it's extremely loud. I can't hear myself. I'm gonna mute and play. I literally can't hear my own tone. Unbelievable, man. It's 10 p.m. and they're doing this with a chainsaw. During the storm, thunder struck. There's 3 in a backyard and split it on half, okay? And it's a huge tree. Like 10 meters. For sure at least 10 or 11 meters tree. And it got split by half, like this, with the thunder. And now they're chainsawing it.
My priority is to find those Fabricatus ruins for the relic.
The Scryer skull feed indicates that the coordinates received from the tech heretic lead to the former camp of his retinue.
That will be my first destination. Logging new observation. The Fabricatus race knew about the pariah gene, and they were experimenting with it millions of standard years ago. They were trying to create a unique creature, combining the abilities of psychos and pariahs, capable of ruling the warp. I have a strong suspicion that Uther Tiberius tried to complete the same experiment. Perhaps the last missing component was this Fabricatus artifact. These ancient structures indeed show some resemblance to known Necron ruins.
Our understanding of the Necron civilization is still lacking.
Note, this is the typical short-sightedness of the biologically based Magos. Flesh is weak, but steel abides.
Steel is nothing without the motive force, and motive force resides in the flesh.
The existence of Necron tomb worlds disproves your hypothesis. The Fabricatus race could have reverse-engineered some exposed Necron tech.
Enough! Log off my Vox channel now, you two.
They switched up the chainsaw. So I don't know if you could hear me at all because that shit lasted for an hour outside. There was like a huge fucking storm, like a freaking cyclone, okay? And my entire building was shaking around 4 hours ago. And people, those that live in houses, their rooftops got destroyed, okay? And thunder struck like 15 meters from my window into a tree in the backyard of a neighbor here, and it split the tree in half. And that's why the chainsaw, and they cut the tree up, because that half of the tree fell on a house and the other one remained straight.
Coordinates gained from the salvaged cogitator show the location of the ruins.
I need more information on that area.
The sensors indicate the presence of numerous architectural remains and a significant Alderi warhost.
The Savant wasn't lying then. The Elder are here, and I find that disturbing.
Their presence clearly correlates with their previous interest in the Alpha subject. Therefore, your assessment is an understatement.
The last time I've seen a storm like that, probably 10 years ago or so. It was fucking scary. Scary.
Forces down here.
May I propose something, Inquisitor? Turns out that those crafty Xenos have a webway portal in the area. They will not be back down until you cut off their reinforcements.
That is indeed true. I must destroy that webway portal first.
Spoken like a true warrior of the Imperium.
Frankly, it felt like an earth.
It seems that the Savant's expedition to this world encountered some Aldore resistance.
I beg to differ, Inquisitor. My tactical analysis indicates they were ambushed by the Xenos. A cowardly but effective tactic. This Savant risked a lot with this expedition.
Knowledge cup. That's the webway portal. I only need to get closer.
Inquisitor, wait! Something is happening down there. By the Emperor. What are these constructs? Or are they creatures?
Well, well. The Eldar have brought in their war machines. That relic must be very important for them.
You should return to the ship immediately.
I have an even better idea. Captain, alert Sir Ambrose. We need the Crimson Wanderer down here for a noble joust.
Really, man. That shit again. Holy fuck, this shit again. Oh, I freaking hate playing with this.
Your directive is quite straightforward, pilot. You must destroy those Wraith Lords, that is all. What a glorious day! I've never had the chance to match weapons with Eldari combat walkers! Your arrogance will be your downfall. There are 3 of those Xenos Knights on the battlefield. Those constructs are so nimble and
No,
so
I want the
graceful
raid.
that
Because
I
it
have a
was
tactical update for you, pilot. I am listening, dear sir.
And the entire city got destroyed.
Seem to be currently on patrol duty, and their pathways cross several times. Plan your route carefully, otherwise you could stumble upon 2 of them simultaneously. 2 Eldari Rejoice, friends! The nimble Wraith Lord has fallen! It is too early to celebrate your victory, pilot. You still have 2 Eldar constructs to defeat. Good sir, I'm beginning to find your dourness almost disheartening.
As it has been written, the steel giant tramples through the Garden of Bones.
Wait, what is this? Who are you, creature?
I weep and I mourn for the lithe dancer, even if I comprehended this had to happen.
Don't mind her annoying Xenos ways. She is... well, I don't know if she is out... Behold the might of the Crimson Wanderer!
Ambrose, the readings show abnormal excess of energy on the release pistons of your knight. Be more careful, please.
Fear not, dear lady. I promised to give back your precious scarf, didn't I? Even if it is my most prized possession.
Yes, you did. And I expect you to deliver my scarf in person, sir.
Enough of this nonsense. You are in battle, pilot, not in a ballroom.
Another star flickers and dies in the eternal night.
It was an admirable adversary, my lady.
Twins, both of them heroes, one of them dead, one alive, encased in wraithbone, now fading away.
Getting me up and down, god damn it. I know for me it was fucking hell the last 3-4 days. Now it's better since the storm. But as I said, it destroyed half of the city. The streets are also flooded now.
Good work, pilot. The constructs are gone, and no more reinforcements can get through the gate. That was a bad...
Work unlocked. Crisis management. Supreme damage reduction below 50% HP. I'll level up never. Man, I started 5 hours ago. Level 58. 62. Fuck.
We have the up-to-date Arga information. The vicinity of the ruins is swarming with Tuathal Eldari.
At least the Crimson Wanderer took care of potential reinforcements.
The Elder will pose a considerable threat. Have you thought about deploying Sir Caradoc again?
I cannot risk the safety of the artifact by sending in a war machine with the most devastating weaponry in the entire system.
Noted. The Tech Priest is trying to scan the area for further information.
I'm on my way to the ruins. Contact me when the Tech Priest is finished with the scans.
Bane right now in Prophecy went down. Oh, it's so fucking stupid that I can type on my phone, smoke and play at the same time.
You are walking among the bleached bones of a civilization that dreamt about your prophecy eons ago. How does that feel?
Remarkable. What is more remarkable is that I still have no idea why you are assisting me at all.
Why do you care? I am nothing but a speck of dust in the terrible storm that will one day awaken a god.
If that was meant to...
I find your stubbornness astonishing, human. You have caused enough pain and suffering already. Whatever is hiding under that force field, it is ours.
I invested into defense, they just can't deal damage to me right now.
Highly irregular energy signature located.
And how does that
Defense and
help me
health
exactly?
mostly.
The presence of an energy field, evidently generated by Xenos technology, must indicate the location of the relic you seek.
Must be on the right track there.
They were seekers of power and truth. So many of them came here, like insects drawn to the flame, only to end up as withered husks.
The remains of the Savant's expedition. But I am an Inquisitor. I will fail.
You are not allowed to fail, just yet. You have the living, breathing key to the prophecy.
Loading.
Can you feel it? Like a vast, terrible heart beating in anticipation. Your battle awaits.
You let me fight your own kind, but you refuse to participate.
I walk a more elusive path. The Tauthal might see me as almost as alien as you do, but I will not fight my own people. I was not referring to that battle, though.
I've been wondering for a while how this relic could have survived for countless millennia, but now I know.
Analysis. Impenetrable energy field. Signature identical to the
Dual
force field
Slayer's
protecting the
helmet,
status
right.
chamber of the Martyr.
That barrier needed to be deactivated by a specific key.
Theory. The powers of the Alpha subject might interact with the field.
Inquisitor, you have incoming.
For an income.
Sergeant, I need the Alpha Pariah. Send her to me.
Allow me to join the fight, Inquisitor.
Anything could happen to us here, Thorn. Anything. If I do not make it back, you must
No
deliver
way
all my
to warn
findings
you
to the
ain't gonna
Longplay.
fight in the start of campaign. Thorn, let me get in! No, not now, Thorn! And then less for like the entire game, on every second mission.
Are you serious, Inquisitor? I feel a resonance with this thing, but none of us know what will happen if I step closer.
I give you an artifact from the dawn of the universe, the key that might unlock your true potential, and suddenly, you are afraid?
I was only making an observation in the light of my recent ordeals. I hope you don't expect me to apologize.
My expectations are irrelevant. My orders matter, however.
If this is indeed my legacy, you can expect a heartfelt apology from me.
We will discuss your impertinence later. Now, proceed.
Bravo! What a fabulous performance. Inquisitor, my only remaining part in this play is to take the Alpha Pariah with me and let the curtain fall.
I knew that I couldn't trust you. You have manipulated me, Eldar.
I have merely woven all the threads together, twinning the fate of the Tauthal Eldari and yourself, Inquisitor, until you all made this moment happen together.
I have warned you once. Playing games with an Inquisitor is dangerous, even for your kind.
This is not a game, human. The Anathema Ultima must be adorned with the crown of emptiness. Only then will she enter the Immaterium to fulfill a destiny both frightening and majestic.
I suspect that you have other plans for her.
The Anathema Ultima is the brightest glimmer of hope for us. For the Inari, this is inevitable.
Shit. I broke my table. uncomfortable what?
I was expecting at least some assistance from you.
It was your battle to fight, not mine.
And now you talk like the Harlequin. How are you feeling?
It is difficult to explain. My will is... It is a barbed, poisonous thing. And it is also smooth and cold as obsidian. And it is a weapon, and a key, and the tincture that heals the black wound on the world.
I don't like this. The Magos will take a look at you on the ship.
There was only one proper boss fight in the entire game. Only one. Real boss fight, okay, that lasted for like 3-4 minutes. In the entire game. And it is action RPG. Every boss I deleted in 2 to 5 seconds.
We have gathered here to bring forth the prophecy that was foretold at the dawn of the galaxy. The Alpha Pariah shall be adorned by the crown of emptiness, and destroy the Dark Nexus by sailing into the Imperium.
Very poetic, also fundamentally wrong. The Dark Nexus is not our priority here. Fabius Bile is one of the most abhorrent adversaries of the Imperium. We shall attack his hideout. I have traveled here on the Martyr, now properly purged and blessed, with the zealots of my order on board. It should be a sufficient force.
So very hereticus of you. May I remind you that Bile's Starfort is inconveniently close to the most terrible warp anomaly ever seen in this sector?
Then use this Alpha Pariah to destroy Bile. That's where her true capabilities lie, don't they? Before we deal with the Dark Nexus, we have to eliminate the Primogenitor.
I must object. We simply cannot allow the Alpha Pariah to get close to Bile. That traitor played a huge part in her creation. What if he seizes control of her? Use her to obliterate the Dark Nexus, which is also the source of Bile's power. Then we will deal with the Primogenitor on our own.
You know the Alpha Pariah the best, Inquisitor. I think you should have your say before I chime in.
Alpha Pariah is our weapon against Chaos. It would be a waste not to employ her powers against Bile first. She can destroy the Dark Nexus afterwards. We should send Alpha Pariah into Dark Nexus first, which threatens the entire sector and probably empower Bile's experiments. Go for Bile.
It is most unfortunate, but I must respectfully disagree with your decision, Inquisitor. It seems we have reached an impasse. And honestly, this is her fate we are talking about. This should be her decision. Whatever action the Alpha Pariah takes, it will have colossal consequences. I simply don't have a say in this matter.
Nonsense! We are Inquisitors. We rule over life and death for the sake of the Imperium.
Inquisitor Mercer, I really appreciate your concerns. Inquisitor Crabart, I even see your point. But I made my decision a long time ago. I will follow the prophecy. But first, I will kill Fabius Bile. I have seen some of my unsuccessful iterations in Uther's laboratory. The cursed handiworks of Bile. I have to stop him and end this cycle of suffering and pain. I want to destroy that worm. On one condition.
What would that be?
You, Inquisitor, will accompany me, and we will face Fabius Bile together.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Prophecy. And the final part, the final journey of the Martyr. Enter the stronghold of Fabius Bile. Garbage items. I would never get all of these relics if I haven't played Void Crusade yesterday. Everything in campaign is just straight trash. Should not even exist. Trash. the game lacks boss fights in campaign. I hope it doesn't lack in the end game, because if the game lacks boss fights in the end game, then it's pointless to play end game. Find the entrance to the workshop of
We're
Publius
in the
Bile.
tainted fortress of the primogenitor that even his own traitorous brothers despise and fear. That's what I was expected to say, right?
I find your increasing cynicism slightly troubling. The Plague Marines are Bile's personal guards. Someone is trying to make our mission either easier or even more complicated. The Drukhari here?
Drukhari again.
I am not a...
I understand. The Drukhari only attacked Bile's fortress because they were certain that you would be there.
Uther expected that. He always thought that the Eldari factions would be after me. It was one of the many reasons he kept me on a ship monastery.
They were following Bile's steps all the way to keep track on you. They must be desperate to capture or kill.
Some abomination crawling out of the webway will not frighten me anymore, Inquisitor.
How are you faring down there, Inquisitor?
There have been some developments, like the Drukhari marauders and Bile's scum killing each other without mercy.
And there goes the last trace of my guilt for being on watch duty on my ship.
For a while I suspected that the Dark Eldar were working for Bile, but that is not the case.
Obviously not. The Dark Eldar will never bow their heads before anyone else, no matter how powerful.
Inquisitor, do you feel a constant, horrible sensation? Like walking in the nightmare of an insane mind?
Proximity of Dark Nexus plays tricks on reality. And by the way, that was a very poetic observation.
If you spend your waking hours in laboratories and meditation chambers, books become your best friends. You know, Uther was not entirely a monster. Still, I wish I could have faced him like I will face Bile soon.
There she is! Kill the monkey and take that creature.
I will enjoy watching you try.
You might have defeated my brother, but you should fear me.
Your brother? That was the bug we found crawling on our ship? He didn't put up much of a fight.
She is right. You'd better be off fleeing and finding someone weaker in your dark city to torture.
I don't want to torture her. Believe it or not, I am willing to forfeit pleasure for a greater goal. The Whispering God will have the Anathema Ultima. She will be devoured, and our time will come.
Not on my watch.
I'm annihilating them again.
Hopefully that was the last of the Drukhari raiding party.
Can we finally move along and kill that wretched Fabius Bile? Fate awaits.
Not before we purge this entire area. I don't want any surprises later.
It will be my pleasure.
cover. Alpha Pariah deals 1 damage per second. Most powerful being in the universe. 1 damage per second.
The Hound of the Corpse Emperor. So glad you are here.
You almost sound relieved, traitor. So keen to atone for your sins.
Our master has been expecting you, Inquisitor, and you have come. Good. I like things to be predictable. You are unlike the Drukhari Thief, storming us so unexpectedly. Most annoying.
That's it.
We have fought our way through.
What are we waiting for then? I have a destiny to fulfill, remember?
Patience. Regroup on the ship, then we can storm Bile's inner sanctum.
It's well balanced in the first 20-30 levels. After that it goes to shit. After taking lethal damage, bring the player back to life, knocking back and stunning enemies in 3-meter radius, giving 100 berserk tokens on resurrection. It activates once per mission, does not count as death. Eternal Warrior. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Now you can't die. I got that in passives. I think it's through health, was it? No, through defense. Don't know what happened with my points though. Clearly remember taking this. And now it disappeared. And I remember taking it. Whatever.
Are you ready?
I'm not worried about Fabius Bile. I'm more intrigued by whatever comes after, in the great beyond.
I must warn you again. We have absolutely no idea what will happen to you when you sail through the Dark Nexus on the Martyr.
I know exactly what is awaiting for me there, Inquisitor. Freedom. Whatever fate has in store for me beyond that unholy rift, I can be myself there. I was created to serve a purpose in this world. I have accepted and fulfilled my destiny here.
You will set forth into the Imperium, the realm of bloodthirsty gods, madness, and monsters. A place not meant for any human.
I am not human, Inquisitor. I've never been human.
And still, by letting the Dark Nexus consume you, you will do the most humane thing I have ever seen in this forsaken corner of the Imperium.
It's unreal how crap these items are. Seal the Dark Nexus. We're getting close to the end, to the real end.
We are in Bile's laboratory. The pulsing black heart of this accursed labyrinth.
Let's end this. Kill Fabius Bile so I can enter the great beyond.
Your task is to close the Dark Nexus. Nothing else. What a vile display of sheer insanity.
This is not insanity, Inquisitor. Just cruelty and barbarism. I spit on this primogenitor.
Bile probably never gave up his dreams to reconstruct, well, you. The churning effluvia of the Dark Nexus must provide enough energy for him to conduct his experiments.
Not anymore. I will take my revenge, sisters.
Front Fabius Bile.
What a pleasant surprise, Inquisitor! Finally, you have delivered what belongs to me.
If I were you, I wouldn't be too thankful for that.
Enjoy the irony of your creature becoming your unmaking.
My child, you are as much Uther's creation as mine. The idea was his. I only provided my exceptional talents to make his vision come true. You are the pinnacle of my art. I'm sure you would attest to that, Inquisitor. I will have her back!
Tiberius wanted to send her against the war. You wanted to use her to destroy the Imperium of Man.
Like all my other selves roaming this dying galaxy, I have exercised my genius to make my name immortal. If I can cause the fall of your corpse, Emperor, it will be a charming addition.
Your end is nigh.
A force to manipulate, to rule. The Imperium was an end worth pursuing. One day, even the so-called ruinous powers will bow before the new men.
Blasphemy!
You have betrayed everything, even your dark gods. Perish!
Rival Pariah. That was disappointing.
This is the end, then. At least for this clone of the foul Fabius Bile.
What you consider the end is a new beginning for me. Keep on fighting for the Imperium, Inquisitor. We might meet again one day.
I pray to the Emperor that we won't.
If anyone can hear me, this is my farewell. I am the Alpha Pariah. I am the Anathema Ultima. I am on the Martyr, flying into the Dark Nexus. I can feel the surge of endless possibilities. Uther was right. The Immaterium must be reshaped, ruled. There is no other way to survive the dark times. I am ready.
And it ends on a cliffhanger. The Etzel left us. Again, a melee weapon. From the main campaign, Martyr campaign, I got X, I think. Now I got Eviscerator Sword. Demon Forge both, of course. God forbid you leave out Demon Forge Shotgun or something like that. Ancient Relic. 3 levels higher, villain creatures. Dot. Deal damage, deal damage. Berserk token each time a judgment spell is triggered. Better signal. A relic out the gun. The door. Be right back, need to open that. Oh god, man, it sucks, but it's done. Mi si naručilo pici. Pomađi ili puno? Ali pošlo da rusti. Aha. Let's see. Fuck the gear. What happens now? Have I unlocked something or not? They had a small DLCs and those mini campaigns. But the main one is done. The final journey of the Martyr. Talk to the captain.
Sensor readings confirm that the Dark Nexus has closed.
The plan worked.
I wonder if the Alpha Pariah survived the collapse of the anomaly.
Her unique nature will protect her from the Immaterium. And don't forget that the machine spirit of the Martyr will follow the protocols and keep her safe.
I know that she was not to blame, but her presence made our skins crawl. It might be better for her out there.
The unfortunate side effect of being a pariah.
What will become of her now?
Only the Emperor knows. She might become our greatest ally against the Chaos. She could become the greatest ally of Chaos. And maybe nothing will happen. We will probably never know, Captain.
That's the end, we'll never know. Prophecy fulfilled. She saved the entire Caligari sector. What I got was more DLCs. Drukhari. Crap. What does the star map says? Not a single mission in Prophecy here. Let's see the sector view. Still, most of the regions are locked. You must finish Drukhari campaign. Ah, these are small DLCs. This shit. Drukhari Menace. And then it's gonna unlock into a next smaller DLC and a next smaller DLC and so on and so forth.
By the Emperor! Is this a real Vox broadcast? Or are you only a figment of my imagination after the decades of solitude?
Warzone. Through multiple battles.
I salute you, Inquisitor. What is the purpose of your visit? You did the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Sealing the Dark Nexus saved the whole sector from a catastrophe on a cosmic scale. The last thing the Imperium needs in these dire times is another great rift. Agreed. The Alpha Pariah proved to be useful, but her existence was problematic from a political perspective. Those Utherian fanatics are still hiding among our ranks. Her presence could incite further heresy and discord. I salute you, Inquisitor. What is the purpose of your visit?
Inquisitor, this world has been plagued by Dark Eldar raiders for a very long time. I must admit that our forces are powerless against these Xenos.
Inquisitor, I welcome you in the name of vigilance on our ship. I assume you've been made aware of our general purpose. Welcome, Inquisitor. How may I be of service?
Purge 87. Nurgle Demons. I don't know if I wanna play the fucking endgame, man. They like bosses. Crimson Void. They just like bosses. Don't know what to think. I'll need to play a bit more. But for today, that's gonna be it. I'm dead tired. I'm exhausted from heat. Now it's a bit colder, so I can finally sleep well. I'm going to bed immediately, earlier than ever. Tomorrow we continue. People, thanks for watching. Tomorrow, tomorrow we go with 2 new games that I want to test out. And with the Blessed Brigade. I'll give 1 day rest with Warhammer till I decide what to do with it. And that would be the plan for tomorrow. All in all, wish you all good night.